Just wanted to share a few snippets and updates, a little bit different than the normal stuff. As I sit here this morning recording and watching the deer that I just went out and had a few moments with, I just reflect on gratitude more than anything. This has been such a crazy, swirly last couple of years. Honestly, I think we can all attest to the fact that since COVID, we've all been thrust into some really crazy, new and expanded energies that we really don't understand. We're all doing our best in our unique sense of this worldview. And with all of this divisiveness that's going on or appearing to be going on in this world, in the story of Kelly, I've really just pulled myself back and been focusing more on how I'm investing my time, my energy, my space, and who I share that with. A year ago, I lost my best friend, Milo. He wasn't just my best friend. He was truly my absolute, without question, biggest one true love of this lifetime. Just like anyone, we don't know this, though, until they're gone. And even though tears arise here when I speak about him now, and I've yet to have one full day without tears, even though I get to experience him in a different way than most, still feeling him, still connecting with him, still having very vivid and very real expressions with him, there will always be that human element of not being able to touch his fur or feel his kisses on my cheek. Whoa, those are the hard ones. And we all go through it. This grief thing is not something we get to bypass. And anyone who tells you on their spiritual journey they just don't have grief has shadow stuff there that will come up later, I assure you. There is beauty in grief. There is a brilliance in allowing it to be here, to let the tears flow and let the things go that seem to be attaching to any of it. I just refuse to manage any of the raw emotion anymore because it's not mine. It's not mine. It's just energy moving through. And the brilliance that I'm seeing in the story of Kelly is that as I detach from social media more and more, and some call it recluse or introvert into my bubble of love here on the acreage with my tiny home, I find my heart expanding, not retracting, so that when I am out there in that people-y world doing the people-y things, I'm such a better human for it. I'm not showing up with all my shadows. I'm not getting triggered by other people and reflecting any kind of energy there but love. I don't hold resentments. I don't have judgments or anger. Of course, those things still arise here. But what has slowed down is the thought patterns that used to tell me I needed to do something with that, and a brilliant space that says, well, let's sit and see if any of that's true today. And that applies even in grief. It applies in this divided times of political stances and rightness and wrongness and the things we think we're supposed to engage on. What I've found for myself personally, and I'm never sharing to convince anyone of my way being the right way, is just simply this. Whatever is arising will be loved. It's that simple. If there is an idea that someone has wronged me, it's not about them. It never has been. It's mine to sit with. It's mine to see with a new set of eyes and a new set of ears and a new way of feeling things. So I simply just say, the only intention I enter today with is that I'm able to hear with God's ears, see with God's eyes, and feel with God's feelings. God, the energy of which I'm a part of, not this man-made depiction that we've all come to accept versus explore. And as I get more and more comfortable with that in my world, I'm able to see that translate out into the 3D world. The people that I used to think were this way or that way, I now recognize those were Kelly's stories, not theirs. If I've ever told anyone they should do something, and yes, I have. If I've ever guided anyone with a teaching that I needed to hear, and yes, I have. If I've ever pointed to where someone's life is troubled and they could correct it, and oh boy, yes, I have, I now realize I am the only one that needed that advice. I am the only one that needed those words, those pointers. It becomes really hilarious. So here's some snippets of wonder from my little place out in the middle of the universe, where I explore more in nature and less in the peoply states of things. And those who love and appreciate that part of myself, come and experience this with me. I feel grateful, honored, and blessed that I get to share in this way, but I never do it for any other reason than I appreciate it. And this little songbird, as I'm referring to myself these days, she still has a little song left to sing. So sing she shall, dance with the deer she will, glide with the hummingbirds she does. It's all magnificent, and so are you. Many blessings to you this day and all days. Until next time.